Alright, I'm back. It's your boy DK. I got my puppy Lemmy Winks for the pup date. Anybody that's interested in the pup date, I got my wee puppy Lemmy Winks right here. So today we're going to be using a Gentleman's Nod Musashi. I picked up the re-release and we're going to talk about that today. So let's get into it. I just wanted to show off Lemmy Winks before we got started. All right, go play. All right. So the shave ridge for today, Trapdoor Brewing. We got Glowed Up Northeast Style IPA, and this one is coming in at 6.8 ABV. Kind of a missed opportunity there. 0.1 off from being very nice. So let's crack this thing. Artwork is just kind of like a collage of random bullshit. On the back, it says, keep cold, drink fresh. 2-row malt, Pilsner malt, wheat and oats. Amarillo, Citra, and Simcoe hops. And it also specifies 6 pounds of hops per barrel. And then double dry hopped and hella juicy. Beer opens doors, and then we got that little recipe of sorts. Not really a full-on recipe, but definitely a look inside what this beer's got going on, the stats, if you will. There we go, and we're looking at kind of a bright orange on my end. It always looks duller in the camera, but I don't know if it truly comes off like that in the video. But it's bright orange on my end, about 1 finger of bright white head. Tons of citrus coming off the nose. Tons of very bright, tangy citrus. Smells wonderful. Ah, damn, that's good. I try to get my hands on this beer at least a couple times a year. They are in Washington State. They're from Vancouver, Washington. But they're kind of outside of my market. So it's hard for me to get it. But when I do, it is an absolute treat. Just like the nose, a ton of citrus flavor. Bright orange, juicy, sweet. It's kind of got a nice, soft, full mouthfeel. That's what she said. Just a wonderful pint. Great beer. Okay. On to Musashi. All right. So there is the updated label. And so this was originally a limited release. I kind of like the like metallic red against the kind of more matte, dull gray, like greenish gray and black. The red pops, and I really like that. So nice side label as well. Doesn't really say the ingredients though, which is absolutely shocking. Says Gentleman's Nod, made in the USA, Omaha, Nebraska. Couple of the main scent notes here: yuzu, jasmine tea, and woods. Looks like it's 5 ounces. I see it's $25 for 5 ounces. Absolutely shocked that the ingredients aren't on here anywhere. There's a look at the soap base. Kind of a familiar pour. It kind of looks like Freddy's face, kind of like scarred skin. Kind of a familiar pour though. A lot of artisans have pours that look like this. It's kind of a off-white, kind of eggshell or light tan. The soap is quite soft, easy to press into without much pressure. Let's get into this here. Now I will say, this is the C4 base, which is their most current base. I got this the day that it was re-released, so it's their most up-to-date at the filming of this video. So C4 tallow base. And it said somewhere on the directions Made for face lathering. Fuck that. Fuck that. I am a bowl lather. This is bowl lather gang right here. And so this is what I made. And I will say, this did not come out looking like some top premium shit. I ain't gonna lie. It looks good. I'm definitely gonna get a good shave out of it. By the way, my Lancaster Razorworks bowl. Beautiful bowl, product of my daily shaves. We got a Lancaster Razorworks brush. Kind of like this ivory with the Lancaster badger knot on top. And so, yeah, I was just kind of fucking shocked that it said must be or made for face lathering. I was like, get the fuck out of here with that. And then I tried bowl lathering it, and I was like, eh. And I loaded heavy because in the past, I a previous Cardinal base, I had to load the living shit out of it. Like, I had to load so heavy, like I've never loaded any other soap before. I had to load heavy. And I was not a fan of that at all. I was one of those ones that was like, man, I spent all this money on the soap, and the base is kind of whack. Great scent, but the base was trash. Well, maybe not trash. I'm being a little bit tongue-in-cheek here, but not trying to hurt no feelings. It's just, come on. So, anyways, so I made a lather with this, and it looks all right, looks-wise. And I'm sure with all the ingredients and everything in it that it's gonna be slick, and I'm sure it's gonna leave me with a nice post shave. That stuff, I don't know it for a fact, but I think it will. Just knowing, it's an artisan-made product. Today's market is kind of competitive, and having a subpar product just doesn't make sense. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be slick, and I'm going to get a decent post-shave. I definitely didn't get the kind of luxurious density that I wanted from this. And I know it said, made for face lathering, but I'm not a face latherer. I know how. That's not my preferred method of lathering. And so, what am I, just shit out of luck, You really shouldn't design your base to be only good at one or the other. If you want to have, one of the best bases out there, or at least be competitive, maybe make a soap that's going to be absolutely top tier while bowl lathering and face lathering alike. So, it's not absolutely washed out, but it's definitely a little bit more airy. It doesn't have the density that I want. It's kind of a shame. All right. The razor for today. We got my Raido Star. You can see fingerprints on it. That is a damn shame. But we got my Raido Star razor right here. This is a beautiful razor out of Ukraine. These are moose horn scales that have been dyed kind of red and green, and then you can see the original white, also moose horn spacer. That is a look at the grind. Just a beautiful, beautiful piece, and it really wasn't that expensive. There was a little bit of a language barrier, but we got through it. And he made exactly what I asked for. And this is my favorite straight razor in my collection. So, I absolutely love this thing. And not to mention, his edge is also very enjoyable. This is his edge. Still, quite a while has passed since I bought this thing. And I've had many, many shaves on this thing. And still, his edge is just going strong. Feeling great. So the scent on this thing, I'm happy to report it is bold and banging. Probably a 6, if not 7 out of 10. Good scent strength on this thing. I think, there's a few key scent notes that, as top notes, it makes them pop very, very well. So we'll talk about that in just a second. Very nice. Okay. So again, the same thing happened when the first time I used Musashi. I was looking for the full scent notes, and I remembered this time the full scent notes. I remember that they're somewhere, but they're not somewhere obvious. So I went to therazorcompany.com. I typed in Musashi in the search bar, clicked on Musashi shave soap. And all I see in the description is kind of like, it's like a brief description of like how they built the scent or what their inspiration was. And throughout a couple paragraphs, I can kind of decipher like, oh, it has nashi pear and it has jasmine tea and florals and woods. But it doesn't come right out and say, these are the scent notes in their entirety. So I was kind of like, that's kind of a bummer because this is the re-release. I kind of hope that they would have got it right this time. So then I look and I check the aftershave just for shits and giggles, just to see if it was there. It wasn't. And so then I thought, last time I went directly to gentlemansnod.com and I couldn't find it there. This time I did not go to gentlemansnod.com, which I probably should have just to check. But my immediate instinct was, I remember that Gentleman's Nod actually messaged me on, I think it was either Instagram or on the YouTube video that I did the sample shave, and actually gave me the scent notes. So I went ahead and pinned them as the top comment on that shave. And so I just went over there and copied them off of that. So a little bit more work than I was hoping for, but all in all, I found the scent notes. So we got top notes: yuzu, yellow mandarin, nashi pear, bergamot, heart notes, jasmine tea, violet, pink pepper, green tea extract, and then the dry down is fir balsam, driftwood, amberwood, vetiver, and cypriol. So those are the complete scent notes. I'm happy that I remember this time. And what a wonderful scent it is. Off that one sample, off that one use last year in 2022, I remembered it that fondly, and I put it on my best scents of 2022 list, which was released early 2023. And so it was amongst some great companies, some great competition. So Musashi got a lot of hype last year, and I think it absolutely warrants the hype fragrance-wise. It's a wonderful scent with the jasmine and tea, but also the nashi pear and the citruses and woods and florals, like the whole 9 yards. It's a scent that could easily be somebody's signature scent, a scent that you could wear all year long to many various different occasions. It's one that I think would be a crowd pleaser. It's one that I think would be unisex. It's approachable. You could probably wear it to work. Your coworkers, will probably be complimenting you. You could wear it to the grocery store. Your, strangers are probably going to be complimenting you. You could wear it at date time. I do think it fares a little bit better in like mid-temperature to warmer temperature. I'm not going to say it's going to have poor performance in cold weather, but it's probably not going to be like as bold in those situations. But wonderful scent, and I'm happy that they chose to re-release it. Not only for my sake, but for everybody who heard about it and were late to the party. Not a fan of like true limited editions where it'll never come back. Especially when it has like widespread acclaim. It's like, bring that shit back. Run it back. Now, as far as the performance is going, still has all the slickness I need to get an effortless shave in. No problems on the slickness front. And slickness is about the only thing you need in a shave soap. Because quite frankly, like, slickness is the only thing that's going to aid you in any shape, form, facet in getting a flawless shave. Density isn't going to help you. I don't believe that density provides protection or cushion or whatever bullshit. I just think density provides a luxurious feel and adds to the experience, but it doesn't protect you in any way, shape, or form. If I went inward towards the skin, the lather's not going to protect me. It's not going to provide any sort of meaningful cushion if I'm fucking not shaving correct. If I'm not holding the correct angle, if I'm not using the correct pressure. So slickness is what matters, and that's what this soap got. Now, I saw my buddy Seth, the Jesus of Vegans. Check him out on Instagram if you haven't. He does damn near daily shaves, so you'll be getting a lot of content out of him. He should make a YouTube channel. He is a very good face latherer, and he recently used some Gentleman's Nod and made a killer lather with it. Or what looked like a killer lather, on my side as the viewer. But I do think it's kind of a bummer. I still loaded heavy. I didn't load like ridiculously heavy like I did with his one of his past soap bases. I didn't load like crazy heavy to where it was depressing like it was on that previous soap base, but I definitely didn't get like the dense, luxurious lather that I was expecting to get after he made all these improvements and tweaks, you know what I mean? I was definitely kind of expecting top notch. I don't know any other way to say it. Like, that's what my expectations were. I was expecting to have a fucking phenomenal lather. Alas, that's not what I got, but still got me through a good shave. I do think I got one weeper, and there was a quite noticeable blemish there, so not surprised that I got that one weeper. But other than that, we had a flawless shave. I'm going to go ahead and rinse off real quick. We'll get into the post-shave here. So, wonderful scent. It is still filling up my bathroom. Smells absolutely wonderful. Oh yeah. BBS and then some. That razor, that edge is still going strong. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. We got the Lancaster Razor Works towel. Black sheep towel. And I don't want anybody to take this as a gentleman's nod hate, because I'm perfectly happy with my purchase. I'm perfectly happy with my purchase. I got a serviceable shave out of it. But my expectations, performance-wise, out of the lather, fell a little bit short of my expectations. And I don't advise our artisans to make soaps that are recommended to be face lather or meant to be face lather. I don't recommend that. You should formulate a soap base that is going to cater to both sides of the spectrum. There might be more face lathers out there, but it's got to be like a 60-40 split, you know what I mean? Like, you can't ignore the bowl lathering community like that. That's a little bit wild. That's a little bit, out of pocket right there. Okay. Musashi Aftershave Splash. Another wonderful looking label. Also kind of that reflective red. I like the batch number. That's cool. And we actually got the ingredients on this one. Also very, very nice. Let's see. Yeah, I think we got it all. Let's give it a good shake. I don't know if I've ever had a gentleman. Well, yeah, I have. And I don't know if it's still the same aftershave splash that it once was back in the day. But nice industry standard restrictor right there. It's kind of a clear but brownish, clear, murky looking color to it. Oh, little bit of a tingle on the cheeks, a little bit of a tingle on the neck. Subsided very quickly. Almost like does this have fucking menthol in it? This is a very weird sensation. The only reason I rubbed it on my lips is because if you're having like frag burn, your lips are more sensitive than the rest of your skin. So it would be intensified on the lips. And I just wanted to see if anything was going on. Definitely doesn't feel like frag burn. It subsided very quickly, but there is like this lingering something going on. And I know the video's going long, but I gotta figure this out. So we got alcohol, we got witch hazel, glycerin. I'm skipping things as well. Methyl gluthith 10. I don't know what that is. Lanolin, vitamin E, castro, grapefruit, aloe, leaf. Okay, so I don't know 100% if it's menthol or not. Perhaps artificial menthol. I don't know, but still lingering. Whatever that is, it's kind of like a low-level cooling, and it's not a tingling per se. So, sorry this one went long, but I had to kind of ride my thoughts out and see where they took me. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Pick you up some Musashi if you haven't yet, because it is a banger. Trust me on that. Cheers. Catch you on the next one.